So what I like to do at the baseline courses and offer you guys right at the beginning is just to symbolize that baseline of understanding of the fundamentals that you came here with. So what I would ask you to do is draw a baseline represented in the sand in front of you. All right, what that is representing is the knowledge that you came here with. At the end of this course, if you can honestly say that I have received value from Achilles Heel Tactical, I have learned a small thing, I have shifted a baseline forward, or I learned a ton here today, I would ask you to step in front of that line, draw a new foundational baseline of understanding of the fundamentals that I have established with you today.
My name is Patrick Cox. I live in Niles, Ohio, and I just attended the baseline carbine class with Achilles Heel Tactical. So through a coworker, we found out about Project Blue Lion and their sponsorship of one tuition per officer per year, and decided to take advantage of it. To seek out outside training outside of the OPATA standard, the Ohio Peace Officer Training Academy, which sets a bare minimum standard, I think is crucial for us as law enforcement officers. If you're not trying to exceed the bar, you're just making the bare minimum standards, you're kind of just becoming stagnant.
So my name is Roger Tona. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. Today we took baseline carbine, and we learned fundamentals of carbine shooting. And if you're a shooter and you're maybe a mediocre shooter or you're a great shooter, you want to test that. You want to make sure you are as proficient as you think you are, or maybe if you don't think you're that proficient, come out here, because here's the thing is you will never get better just working on your own. You have to work with somebody else, because you can't know everything there is to know. If you're a law enforcement officer, you owe it to yourself to be the best version of yourself you can be, to be the best shooter you can be. God forbid, should that day ever come where you need to employ deadly force, you don't want to find out how good of a shooter you are when it's your life on the line. Find it out here when you can make those mistakes, and maybe you owe somebody a case of beer or a laugh, versus on the street. And if you're a civilian, you're trying to protect your family, you owe it to your family to be a better shooter, because you have no idea what's coming through that door. You have no idea what that bump in the night is all about. You need to be ready for it. And if you're just a civilian and you don't have family, well, then you owe it to yourself to protect yourself and to your greater community. So Rick does that, and he can look at you and he can diagnose your issue right away, and you become a better shooter inside of hours as opposed to inside of weeks and months that I took on my own trying to make myself a better shooter. So I owe him a lot, and it was wonderful training.
Like I said at the beginning of the class, the baseline classes are here to establish a new foundational baseline understanding of the fundamentals. Go ahead and draw in the sand that baseline that you came here with, that I had you draw in the sand. It represented the understanding of the fundamentals, the baseline that you came here with prior to anything from AHT. Now, after what you have received today, the knowledge, whether it's a nugget, whether it's some value, little value, whatever it is, if you can say, hey, I have established a new baseline of understanding of the fundamentals today, step in front of that line, draw a new line. All right, what that line is now representing is the baseline of understanding of the fundamentals that you have. Step in front of that line again. Now you have something to resort back to. Like I said at the beginning of the course, you are all Achilles Heel Tactical alumni. Hit me up anytime. All right, I owe it to you guys for coming out to this class. I appreciate you guys, and I hope that this time spent here was of value to all of you.